Tim Price here for TimPriceJazz.com. Something for everyone, saxophone-wise. Lessons, workshops, everything you need to feel good about yourself and the saxophone. This is part 2 of just some things to concentrate on as a player, someone who's in pursuit of some saxophonistic quests. Before we talked about some growth aspects. I'm going to take this to another level now, and I'm going to develop some ideas to help you with your ear within that growth. Okay, you have to have a good ear. 9 times out of 10, some of the things that you're going to play, if you've got patterns and licks together, that's a great way to go. If you've got some great intuition where you can hit a chord on the piano, keep the pedal down, and play over top of that, that's great too. Buddy DeFranco told me one time, Tim, there's no one way to do anything, you know, and when you're learning, that certainly applies to everything. From the mouth of a master, Buddy DeFranco is somebody you should also check out. There's a man who is a phenomenal clarinet player, and he's still going strong, and a cool guy too. But anyhow, back to this, jazz basic training. Go to my Sax on the Web lessons on Sax on the Web. There's one called Ear Training on Chord Tones. Start on that. Don't go any further. Just go real slow. Take your time on it. You're going to be developing your ear. You're going to be doing those. And it's going to be very self-explanatory what needs to happen. From there, move to the Sax on the Web study that says dominant 7th chord line using your ear. This is going to open up your ear a little bit more into a dominant 7th sound. Okay? It's not that hard. Take your time. Do not be in a rush. You know? This is a marathon, not a sprint. From there, as you're working on those and you're starting to get a little bit more comfortable, here's the clincher. Get the Charlie Parker record called Bird with Strings and start to learn melodies by ear, just like you're doing with the ear training on chord tones and the dominant 7th chord line from Sax on the Web. As you learn these melodies, you're going to be learning some cool embellishments, okay? Let your ear lock on to where these embellishments are. Let your ear help you learn some of these great melodies. Remember, you can't start playing like Coltrane stuff, or George Coleman stuff, or Joe Henderson stuff, or anything like that. You know, Kenny Garrett, you know, you pick the name out of the hat. Unless you have your basic elements down, you know, the foundation, the basement and the first floor got to be in, man. Otherwise, you're not even going to get up to the mezzanine and the coffee shop. You know what I'm saying? So, start with that Bird with Strings. Take some melodies that you think you're aware of. This will also teach you the importance of a melody and how to play a melody in tempo. And that's some of the best examples I can talk about within that. From there, to build your chops and also get your eyes going through all 12 keys, go to my Sax on the Web stuff called Birdology Studies. Pick some that works for you. The one on Donna Lee might not be the one you want to start with first. Maybe the blues ones of the Birdology Studies. Pick something that hits you and watch how I take it through the keys. That's what you're looking for in future references. The next aspect is the easiest one and the one that most people seem to neglect. You got to play with other people. Period. Play, play, play. Get down with some friends. Find somebody that plays guitar or piano. Find a bass player and sit down and play. You know, play blues. Start out with some blues in the key of F and B flat. Start out with some simple tunes that you're familiar with. Maybe even pull something out of the real book like Days of Wine and Roses, or pull something out of the real book like Blue Bossa. But play, play, play. And when you're doing that, also try to pay attention more to what you're playing within the music and less on what's on the sheet. Once you get into the melody on the sheet, try to really get it down that you're not dependent upon, you know, just playing and being subject to a real book. That's one of the most disgusting and disturbing things to be witnessing. You know, there's people that I'm aware of that have played all their life and still don't know the first ending that There Will Never Be Another You. Hey, you know, what are you gonna do? But don't let that be you. Okay? Play, play, play. Some of the best opportunities I had and where things sunk in when I was younger, and even to this day, it's getting together and playing. It also helps move the music ahead. Okay? So, here's your jazz basic training. These are some simple topics that everyone can sort of hone in on. I hope this helps you all, and thank you for listening.